on the one hand, you're right that your side is correct, but it's correct within its own
Yep.
encapsulated framework. And
Yeah.
on the other side, it is correct in its own encapsulated framework. It's and so this is why I never go on one side or the other. I think there's a superposition between both worldviews, and that's like the meta dualism at play. Like I actually did some work with Jack. We were discussing the relationship between um, monism and dualism and how we can conceptualize it in a manner that really helps us understand how these two worldviews can be accepted, let's say. Because I do think it's possible for you to think that your side is correct. Like what you're saying right now sounds to me like you're saying both sides exist, they're both possible, my side is correct. And to me, I would say, like, if anybody off the
No,
street
I
were to
guess
hear that, they would say, okay, that means that the other side is not correct and
at the end of
has
the
no
day,
basis for truth. But really,
yeah,
it seems that there's a basis for truth for both. Like, if the
yeah.
ultimate goal is to be correct, then again, that's changing the
Okay.
object of or the nature of the conversation. Are we trying to be correct, or are we trying to achieve truth? So to me, you have to understand that I think that people who are existentialists, which is how I would categorize you if you'd be comfortable with that, is that it's I don't want to lose my train of thought here. Ah, yes. So that if you're an existentialist, you'll be satisfied with what is correct. And what is correct really all
Here's what
comes
I would
down
say.
to empiricism and logic. But if truth goes beyond what is correct and logical and empirical evidence, and it's about meaning, then you necessarily have to. That's where I would categorize essentialists, or people who are into transcendentalism in any way, or more spiritual, or however you want to look at it, and that ultimately what can lead to that meaning is to be as correct as possible in the existentialist side, and that ultimately you realize that absolute truth is not something that is that can be said or captivated in any kind of idea or symbol, but it is something to be experienced. And that's really what we're trying to do here, is to try to understand, well, how is it that we can describe that very thing that I just described, that's the case, that human beings are somehow trying to come up with some logical ladder on the existential side to allow us to lead us as close as we can get
How about
to the
yeah?
experience of truth.